Anna Marie Sawkins. I'm an independent curator based in Milwaukee, and I have, for the last 7 years, been curating exhibitions which have traveled around the country. The exhibition is called Nevertheless She Persisted, Prints by Modern and Contemporary Women Artists. All of the works in the exhibition are prints. Some of them are screen prints, some of them are lithographs, and so students can really be exposed to a number of different printmaking processes through this exhibition. Well, first and foremost, I should say that 8 of the prints in the exhibition come from a portfolio of prints produced by the National Museum of Women in the Arts. That portfolio was produced on the 10th anniversary of the museum's founding, namely in 1997, but many of the prints are from 1998. So it consists of a number of very prominent women artists: Louise Bourgeois, Carol Walker, Kiki Smith, Ellen Lanyon, Paula Rego, among others. So the artists in this exhibition are really working with or dealing with a number of very heady topics: environmental issues, the ubiquitousness of technology, relationships. There are 2 artists in the exhibition, Carol Walker and Betty Saar, who address issues of the history of the United States and the enslavement of African Americans. They're bringing these issues first and forward, and really asking us to reconsider those topics and to understand systemic racism and the bias that we find in society. I'd like to speak for just a moment about the Louise Bourgeois print. In her practice, she works with textiles and fabrics and makes dolls, and she's printed on bed sheets, for example. But for Louise Bourgeois, it's really important that she express herself and her own experiences through her art. And so I think it's interesting to see that in her life, she suffered in part because her father had an adulterous relationship. And so in the print in this exhibition, it really is an amorous relationship, a couple in a bed, but then at the same token, there's a kind of sinister side to it in that it was an adulterous relationship that's perhaps being alluded to in the print. There's a print in the exhibition by Sue Ko called Second Millennium, and it's really a great representation of horror vacui, an artist who doesn't leave any space unattended, and it almost has Hieronymus Bosch-like features. But in the center of it is really a meat grinder. Sue Ko, we know, is a British activist artist. She's campaigning for anti-cruelty and really vegetarianism. And so it's a powerful print. There's a lot of vignettes within the print, and it's just very visually interesting and powerful in its meaning as well. This exhibition includes 2 works by Joanna Pullman, one of her prints called Reunion, which showcases various printmaking techniques, and then also a fun piece called Nuts, and it is a miniature artist book. It consists of a burlap bag, several nuts, but a walnut that encases an accordion fold printed book. And the book is covered with various images of nuts, as you can imagine, based on the title. When I curate exhibitions, I like exhibitions to be multifaceted, so they touch upon a number of topics in society so that there's a lot of entry points for students. And so students can then learn more about additional topics, not only about art and the art world, but also about themes important in society. The exhibition is really a layered exhibition. There's a number of quotes about the status of women in the arts, and the exhibition is designed to celebrate women artists, but also to point out the realities and the hardships that they've faced in the art world. So there are quotes, including facts about women in the arts on the lowermost level of the exhibition, and then we've included a number of quotes by the women artists themselves, and then the artwork. So both fact and then the artist's own words and then their visual representations. particularly pleased to have been chosen as the curator of this exhibition.